Greetings and salutations, my fellow Entropians. We're doing another Entropia Universe video for you today. Part of the daily video series we've been starting. We're doing so well, so make sure you like the video. Just drop a like right away. Be like everyone else. It's very important. Right now, we're in the voiceover format. I would have added some of the crazy sound effects, but no, we're not going to do that. It's very, very noisy, as you can probably imagine, getting like just bombarded by robots right now. But you might ask, what am I doing on the screen right now? And it's quite simply, we are skilling up our scanning skill. And in a way, it's actually pretty good skill set to have, but like sometimes you just go out there and scan one mob and it's okay, it's whatever. You go around scanning humanoids, okay, it's whatever. But if you really want to do it like kind of crazy, you have to like multitask this stuff, because not only are we getting scanning skills doing this, we're also tiering up our armor. And we're also getting massive amounts of dodge skills and all the evader type skill sets that pop up every once in a while, all from just scanning. And see, I got robotology unlocked, so every single time I scan these things, I get a little bit of robotology. Sometimes, as you can see, we got the scan robot skill, which isn't all that great because it doesn't go into a looter, it just goes to up your scan skill. But the robotology is actually a skill that goes into the robot looter, and I'm trying to get my robot looting up a little bit because there's a lot of items that I need from robots for my crafting, such as the little wire thingies that drop off the drones, the robot weapon grips, the robot weapon sights, all sorts of robot heat sinks, all sorts of things. And getting a little bit higher of a robot looter means I get a little bit more of those items a little bit more often, but I get less shrapnel. But a lot of people have different ways of thinking about what goes on with the looter levels / efficiency. I have found that I get less shrapnel in general the higher my looter skills go, and I get more higher quality loot. Some might say that that's changing the loot composition. Some might say, well, it's not supposed to change your loot composition. I don't know. Okay, I just know that I get less shrapnel nowadays, and that could either be a good or a bad thing. It's kind of a bad thing for me because it limits the amount of like pew-pewing I have to do, and I have to sell more stuff, and I'm really bad at selling things. So I don't know. So you just be the judge of whatever you think the looter skills do and whatnot. But I'm here to explain to you guys about a little bit more about Entropia Universe as I see things. And the topic of conversation isn't what I'm doing right now, but it's more along the lines of, can you make money playing Entropia Universe? And the answer, the real quick answer is yes. And the not so quick answer is yes, but you have to really know what you're doing. Knowledge is power in this game, and if you are just now learning it, if you've been learning it for a while, and there's still things that you need to know, there's a lot of information out there. But a lot of the information is hard to understand, and it is what it is. But listen, investing in the deeds and shares, or a land area, or a big mothership, as long as you can actually put in the work to do the taxing, a shop, as long as you can keep it stocked up with stuff that people want. Advertising is key. Starting a YouTube channel, starting a Twitch channel. I'd go more for YouTube, but that's just me. Or do both. These are actually ways that you can actually make a little bit of side money, but you know what they say, it takes money to make money. No one wants to sit there and watch you sweat all the time, but there are channels out there that do that, and they do almost fairly well because they do giveaways and stuff like that. I'm not telling you how to run your channels or anything. I don't like giveaways. I don't give anybody anything, hardly ever. Bling. So yeah, exactly. But that's just me. But investing in the game, your skills are one thing that you have to invest in, and sometimes the skills that you want to invest in for your long-term survivability in the game, it's not your combat skills. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's more along the lines of your looter skills and getting a decent weapon that will not fail you, and playing within your budget, because we all know that sometimes loot sucks, and usually when loot sucks, you gotta at least make sure that you're at least skilling, maximize your skilling at all times. It is the best way to minimize your losses as you're getting the skills. I know skills are actually worth a little something. Some say that skills aren't worth that much, but I buy some skills. I buy looter skills. That's how I got to past level 60. Once you get past level 60, you're dealing with a whole new looter subset that actually brings up your looter skills even more. It's absolutely crazy. So aim for 60, and it'll help your loot in the long run. But you're still, every once in a while, you're gonna take some losses. It's just how it is. And your mob choice, it really just, you can control how you're playing the game. A lot of people kind of play in this low budget, free to play kind of mindset, and that actually works really well for them because you manage your risks, and you don't end up losing all the time, but you might not hit it big. You know, if you're not willing to put a little bit on the line, risk wise, then the rewards might not come to you, but there's always the chance that you might strike something big at some point in time. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not much of a miner, but I've gone out mining during Resource Mayhem. I believe a lot of why loot is not all that great sometimes is the fact that there's just not enough people doing the same activity that you're doing at any given time. But whenever there's a lot more people, it kind of brings up the loot a little bit. I don't know if you felt that before, but I could be wrong. You know, but I want to believe that I'm right. So it is what it is. You might have a different perspective on this, and if you do, please comment down below anything that I've actually said, because having different perspectives actually goes a long way, and it helps the community as a whole. Now, I know that a lot of people want to shift some of the blame towards Mindark whenever it comes down to player retention and things that they need to be doing to keep players playing in the game and stuff like that. And yeah, some blame can be held with Mindark, but another side of the coin is the fact that it's us. It's all of us that play the game. It is up to us to provide extra entertainment for other people. Yeah, that's right. And that means we have to be a superior gamer and treat everyone that comes into the game like a friend, if they deserve it, that is. Yeah, I mean, just, you know, we are very social in this game. This is one of the game's biggest selling points. The more people you know, the better. The more people you're friendly towards, the better. The more friends you can make in the game, it's absolutely amazing. It brings a lot into the game, and that in and of itself is where true wealth does lie. Not just your ped card, but your social wealth, beings. If you can have quite a few friends. I've made quite a few friends in this game, and I absolutely love it. Going out for team hunts every so often, you know. A lot of this game though is kind of like solo play. You can tell by the fact that, you know, if you go into Entropia life, a lot of people like to pop globals, and get whatever they got recorded on the Entropia life. At least that's how it goes for me. And I like to encourage solo play for people to pop globals and stuff like that, so they can have a little bit of bragging rights and whatnot. But every once in a while, I love to tag a team with Diabolical Dominion's name on it and be like, let's go out and go pew pew some stuff. And we do, and I usually record it, and that's absolutely fun. And I like the fact that I am a content creator for the game, because I get to put a spotlight on players that are just playing the game, you know? Like, if we do team hunt stuff, it's like, yo, we're doing this, and we did this together. And stuff like that. Or if, you know, shouting people's shops out and land areas out. I know I should probably do a lot more of that, you know? Like just random land areas, just be like, promote them, or random shops that you know, but I don't. Maybe that's a market that you can market into if you decide to start creating some content. I was thinking about going and doing another Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous Entropians. I did one for Rocktropia one time, where I was going and visiting a bunch of apartments on Rocktropia. But I'm thinking about doing that again, because it's perfect, because like you get to see what people are putting in their apartments. It's a great idea for a series. I'm just saying, I might just do it. Like I do camp ratings in Fallout 76. We're going to have a really good time with it. Who knows? Y'all might like it. Y'all might not like it. I don't know. But, am I seriously using my flamethrower right now to kill all the robots that did not get hit by the turret? Yes, that is absolutely right. Flamethrower, look at the flames. This is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the really cool things about this game. Like, I wish that it was a little bit more polished in certain aspects. Like, this flamethrower should be shooting flames. It does, but it bugs out. There's just a lot of different things that I think it's just the current game engine. From what I understand, the Cry engine's really hard to code with or whatever, and that it's a lot better to go into this new engine, the Unreal Engine, because they might be able to like absolutely fix things a lot better, because a lot more people are more knowledgeable about it all. All right, now here we go. We, as my three, well, my other two high hitters, Jack and Mindcrank, we're going after the Tescaron, or whatever this thing's called, at the spawning pools. We all have high efficiency weapons. I think me and Mindcrank have the BC-30 modified, and Jack is borrowing an LP-40 perfected or something like that. So yeah, just enjoy the show with this. Of course, we don't have the volume in here, but it's okay. It's just background radiation for my voice. You can hear my voice right now, and that's all that matters, because this is what we're kind of doing with this video. And I hope that everyone has a pretty good idea about how Entropia Universe works. I don't like to do like noob tutorials or anything like that. I like to just show people how the game is according to me, and hopefully you might glean some sort of knowledge from the things that I do, or the mistakes that I make, I don't know, or the things that I do purposefully that make no absolute sense, and I believe it does something, and you might say it doesn't, and I'm like, I still don't care, because loot theory, you know. I believe in some wild harebrained loot theories, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion on loot theories and whatnot. I would like it if we could like actually have like more facts and stuff, but then people would probably exploit all that stuff. But I don't think you really can in this game. There is a certain set of rules, and we follow them whether we know the rules or not, when it comes down to looting things or whatever, Like some things are just not allowed. I don't know. Like you can't go mob training people. You can't do that. You'll get in trouble. I know because I've done it. And I got in trouble. So don't do it. But yeah, I love the creature control pills, but I have not been using them lately. I'm trying to get my good karma up. That's right. Hopefully everyone that I hit with a creature control pill will forgive me a little bit, because I know some people didn't really mind or would like cheer me on because I'd kill all the AFK sweaters, but then the AFK sweaters come back to their dead bodies and like be like, oh no, what happened? I died like 15 times at the spawn. What a douchebag. Yeah. Yeah, that was me. Sorry. I could control myself. It is what it is. But there's just lots of different loot theories in this game, y'all. It's kind of crazy, but I do like the fact that a lot of people don't like Loot 2.0. I kind of like it because it does give a certain subset of rules, and it's basically get your looter up and get a high efficiency weapon. For the longest time I've gotten my looter up and it's actually helped. Now that I have a high efficiency weapon, I'm like, oh wow, okay, so I get it now. Like this is how you get the best optimal loot available. And the system does work. But you can offset the fact that if you have like a regular weapon that's not quite Loot 2.0 efficiency wise or anything like that, you can offset a little bit with a higher looter skill. That's what I've seen. I know a little bit because I've gotten my looter skill up past 60, and the loot kind of it lasts. My PED, my universal ammo, it lasts a little bit longer because I'm getting back closer to what I spent with the slow drain losses. Now that I have a Loot 2.0 weapon, it's even smaller losses, which is even better. And so I'm like, okay, this is great. I might be able to do something with this. I might be able to maybe make a good profit in the game. So I'm definitely working on that. But the really cool thing about all of it is, you know, mining is still like in Loot 1.0 standards. If I'm not mistaken, it kind of is, in my opinion. So, don't like hunting in Loot 2.0? Go mine. You know, I mean, mining's really nice. You gotta have a pretty decent bankroll to deal with all the stuff, but once you get into it, I guess it's actually pretty dope. But one thing you can also always do, and I'm going to advocate for this for a while, it really does help your Loot 2.0, and let's go cut down some trees. That's right, all sorts of skills. Like I love it how like when a lot of these people are all like, wow, you can get like your analysis if you can rank this codex up in certain special ways, and then eventually you'll be able to get this massive spike of analysis. Like, bro, you don't cut trees, do you? Because I'm getting massive spikes of analysis when I go cut trees, so I don't really have to pick analysis anymore, and I actually do the skills that I can get analysis from, such as like scanning, tree cutting. You know, it's like, yeah, I get it. You like analysis, you like to get it from the codex, you know. But if you could get it straight from the activities where you need to get it from, you're actually pretty solid, good, and golden off of all of that. And tree cutting, yo, you definitely can actually upgrade your mining potential as well. Because geology, get geology to unlocked, and at that point you can actually start doing trees and getting that geology. I think geology unlocks. I'm not quite sure, but if it doesn't, if you get it at the start of the game, then you're good. Just go cut some trees. And because I didn't realize how much my mining had went up from cutting trees, because I'm sitting there at like 22, go out and cut trees for a couple months, and then it comes time for resource mayhem. I'm like, whoa, wait, I'm like level 30. Oh, all that geology, yeah, that's right. And it really does help. As far as what you do with the tree shavings and stuff like that, listen, if you take all that to Planet Toulon, you can like go do butt joints and get that coloring skill. And coloring skill is actually one of those skills that actually sells for buku bucks. So if you're looking to find something to actually profit with, go do the weekly butt joints mission on Toulon. You have to unlock it first from that chick over there at the Forbidden Village or whatever it's called, or Wonderful Mystic Village, whatever you want to call it. There's a chick that just gives you a whole bunch of quests and just do it. Like, shut off your brain, go do some missions. Like, I hate missions. I hate quests, but some of these daily quests out there are totally worth it, especially if you're going out trying to get some decent guns every once in a while, like on Cali. Go do your dailies. Dailies are pretty important. Like, before you go out and go shoot Longtooths during migration, go pick up the Monopolis daily quest for the Longtooth and at least get those Blazer fragments in a daily token. This is like whatever, but Blazer fragments stopped dropping off the Exosource from what I understand. And I remember when those damn things came out, but that's a story I'm going to save for another time. But Blazer fragments are very important in the tiering upgrading process, and also in the, I guess, crafting of the gizmos and the components and stuff like that. So be aware of all that. Everything in this game is used in crafting, and just because you think that it has a low markup, that someone's not going to use that, it's a low markup because people like to buy things cheap over the market. But you know, people really need to use half the shit that drops. It's crazy. Like animal muscle oils and all that stuff. Oh yeah, it's all down. It's so cheap. It's just because sometimes the supply goes up and then the demand is really just, there's like a low demand for it. But like, wait until after the event ends, and then next thing you know, they're gonna start eating through the demand, and you never know when the next resource mayhem is gonna be. They said that they were gonna release more of those. I think that they might do that like late spring for spring cleaning. Get it? And resource mayhem every spring. That might become a thing. So, and that brought a lot of people back into the game just to sell all their stuff, and it worked. It absolutely worked. Hopefully they come back to make some more money later, but who knows? Who knows? Hopefully the next resource mayhem isn't going to be as crazy. But just remember, if you're going out TTing your loot, you're probably doing something wrong. At the least, if you like have like at least over like 60 or like 75 PD worth of an item, just throw it up on the auction house, 24-hour bid only at the base price. You'll be surprised if somebody actually goes and does pay you a little bit of extra. It's a lot better than just TTing it, and you just have to wait like a day. 24 hours, it isn't that long. Looks like we did very well. We got a little bit of a global 314 PED. And I got what, 69.30. I think Jack ended up with an item, and we shared it. Anyways, like, share, and subscribe. Make some comments down below. This has been today's video, and I hope that you guys have an awesome time. Go out there and Hoff. Enjoy the rest of Mayhem. Enjoy the rest of Migration. It is summertime after all. Till next time, I'm out. Deuces.